Hey, I'm Dominique. Welcome to the Healing Tree. This is Wellness Wednesdays. Holistic care for the body and mind, my tagline, and that's what I go by. Something a little different. I know I say that a lot in all my videos, but I guess they're all a little different. That's just my personality. But I hope you really want to listen to this one today. It's all about business. Stop right there. Don't hit pause. Don't go to the next video or whatnot. It is kind of empowering the knowledge that I've been researching a lot. So what I have been learning, it's been very empowering to me. And it's one of those things that I really wanted to share and make you aware of, what's going on in our world, what's going on in our economy. And that most people do know what's going on, and it's been very crazy. As you can see, I'm in my car, and I wanted to make sure that you really heard me and had no interruptions in this video. I wanted to make sure that every word that I speak, you really understand and take something from it, because in my heart it's one thing that as a business owner, I have grown from this. This month will actually be my 6th month into my own business, and I have grown quite well. But as any business owner, you want to grow even more. So with that said, I have been hearing this word just like thrown around, that new thing that's going around with the videos, like sprinkle that salt on it. It's called the word entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship, business owner, the whole 9 yards. I looked up the definition of entrepreneur, and it is a person who owns, operates a business taking greater financial risks than normal. Well, that's pretty much any business owner, because you're going to take a financial risk, because in today's time, businesses are not supposed to profit or profit after a year. You're always in the black or the red ink for, I think, 5 years that they said. And it's also to the fact that most businesses that start don't last. 6 months, they're done. So I'm at my 6 months mark. Let's keep it praying here. Why the change? The change is the economy. Look at the economy that we're in. There is so much going on in our world today. There's so many things that are turned upside down. We don't know what's going on. We really don't have a future. And so with that, the entrepreneurs of the world have been changing our market. They have been changing things. A lot of new businesses are not the same model that used to be. So with that, you don't work 9 to 5 every single day, which most of us don't anyway. 40 hours a week, 40 years, and you get your retirement, you sit, you don't have to worry about anything. It doesn't work like that anymore. Not at all. And if your job does, please stick with it. That sounds like a really good job. And in the far few and in between that we don't have anymore. My old job, I really didn't want to work at it anymore, because I knew there was something better out there for me, and I got tired of it. You always hear the thing of you're tired of being sick and tired. So it's that. With entrepreneurship and the new markets that are coming out, you have a lot of people who you see on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, link in my bio, how to make money just by doing Instagram photos. You have Facebook ads, the Snapchat, YouTube. You have people who are getting paid just doing YouTube videos. Hopefully one day I'll be there. But it's so interesting to see these startup businesses that are so completely out of the normal box that we deem what you should be in a business for. It is amazing. And now network marketing has been around for a very long time. A lot of people used to call it direct sales or at-home businesses and stuff. And a lot of these businesses you would recognize if you heard the names. There are so many different ones. Avon is an old one. Hello, we all know Avon. I mean, that's a direct sales, network marketing. I mean, they used to go ding dong, Avon calling. I mean, everybody knows that. That's one of those things where you recognize that. It's been around for a really long time. You have Mary Kay is another one. You have Unique is a new one, Unique Makeup, which I use. I absolutely love. That is a new company that's just come onto the market not too long ago, and they're really making a huge impact. And you have to join the business. And just like other companies that you have Pure Romance that has absorbed a few other companies because they've become so big. You have women selling toys to other people to make a living to pay their bills. Now you also have, oh gosh, there are so many. I can't sit there and think of them all. Well, the one that I'm with, Young Living Essential Oils. So you have any need that needs to be met has a direct sales. That's been the interesting thing. Look at Amazon. Amazon outdid Walmart, which is the largest sales place that you can go to. Amazon outdid them at Christmas time. I don't even know the numbers. You'll have to look up the numbers, but I heard it was just a crazy amount. And it's one of those things where more people sat at home in their computers to order stuff online than they'd rather go to a store. And that's the way our market is becoming. So we have to make our economy go in that realm. So why the change? Like I said, the jobs are changing. Nobody wants to work their jobs anymore. People are actually sick from their jobs. The stress is killing them. The headaches are killing them. The migraines. I suffered from those from a job that I had. I knew there was something out there that was better. So many people are so afraid and so stuck in their jobs that they'd rather be unhealthy, lose their marriage, lose their children. It really affects the whole realm of your life. It's not just you wake up on Monday morning and I hate my job and want to go. It affects your whole life. Now, I'm sure you know this statistic, and I knew it too, but to hear it really said in this amazing, compelling video that I watched, more people have heart attacks by 35%. It goes up by 35% on Monday morning, the risk of having a heart attack. That's scary. That means you really hate your job so much that it affects your health that you give yourself a heart attack. Mic drop right there. Come on. I mean, we need to change these. We're worried about our children's future. It's not just our future, it's our children. What are they going to have when they go out into, the business world, they go out into the job market? Are they going to have anything? Oh my gosh. People who have school loans have children going to college that they're just paying off, if they've paid it off, their college debt from when they're in college. How sad is that? Our college debt, our school loan debt is almost just as much or is about to outdo our other debts. Crazy to think of. Absolutely crazy. Hence the reason why our market is changing. Finances, just living day to day. The middle class is drowning. They can't make it anymore. So here you are, you have poverty, middle class, and then high class, the wealth. Middle class is basically right down here with poverty. I mean, we're not middle class anymore. We're sitting there drowning in debt. We're drowning in, just trying to pay our bills, just trying to make a living, just trying to put food on our tables for our children or ourselves, not just our children, ourselves. It's one of those things where we can't make ends meet because of the way the economy is. What we're paying for is way up here. What we're getting paycheck wise is way down here. So there's a huge gap. We're killing ourselves. We're so worried about that we can't enjoy life anymore. We can't sit there and take those vacations that everybody seems to be taking. They can't seem to work on have a fun weekend. We're so worried about things that people are, I really got passionate about this one. You have parents that are working 2 and 3 jobs just to make ends meet. They don't have time for their children. So children in turn sit there, don't have their parents. So what do? Children, don't have that guidance, get into mischief. Not all, but some do. But then you have children who just want their parents at home and no job in the world, no money in the world. I just want my parents home. How sad is that? Like that one video that's been going around for a few years now, or not video, but the story about the little boy asked his dad, how much do you make an hour? And he wanted to buy an hour of his time. So he saved up his money to buy an hour of his dad's time. Heartbreaking. Our children want that from us and we can't give it to them. How insane is that? It is our economy. We're living paycheck to paycheck and we're drowning. We cannot get to the shore of, okay, I can get this. Network marketing is changing that. And I'm not saying it's the holy grail. It's not the angels singing in heaven, but it is hope. It is hope for me. It is hope for you. And the reason why I say that, because most people go into the mindset, oh, yes, I'm going to be a millionaire and I'm going to take all those vacations. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Yes is the answer. Wrong. Because you think it is something that's just given to you. You pay your starter kit fee or however you get into the business, and you go out and you tell a bunch of people, and all of a sudden no one is wanting interest. No one is gaining into it. And you're like, well, I just wasted $100 that I could have spent on something else. And there you go. You don't do it. What does that mean? That means A, you weren't trained properly in it. B, you weren't explained properly. You were just giving it to get you in so they can make a profit off of you. And C, you were giving an unrealistic goal in that. Network marketing is a major, major thing. There are more self-made millionaires in America. Most of it's due to network marketing. But you have to work for it. You have to be hungry. You have to want it. You have to sacrifice for it. And I'm not saying put your firstborn on the altar. No. I'm saying that you need to get rid of social media. Unless you're working to put yourself out there. You don't sit there on Facebook and just scroll and scroll. Laugh, smiley face, scroll. You don't do that. You sit there and say, oh, this person looks like they need that. Click. Hey, connection. Let's do that. You've got to work. You've got to be hungry. You've got to get out there. And my old saying is how I am building my business. I got to get out there and pimp myself on the streets to make my business work. It's one of those things. Are you hungry? There are so many motivational videos out there. I'm sorry, I'm getting loud. I apologize. There are so many motivation videos out there. There are so many people out there that will give you that kick in the ass to make you want to do this. And yes, I said ass because a kick in the butt just doesn't have that ring to it. You know, it's like, Urgh. Les Brown is a self-made motivational speaker who's been kicked down, stomped on, the whole nine. I love his story. He's an amazing, amazing man. I know a lot of people know Mark Cuban. Look at his story. I've been reading his books lately, and oh my gosh. Yeah, people say, oh, he just got lucky. No, he had to work for it, just like everybody else. The key that I have been learning is that if you want to make it in this business, you've got to know what you're getting into. Do your research. Get in, know what you're getting into, know what's going to take. Walk the streets, ring those doorbells, bother your friends, sit there and bother your friends' friends, family. Those are all your warm markets. And when you're done with your warm markets, you go to your cold markets. Cold markets are absolutely nobody that you know that you walk up to a stranger in the grocery store and say, hey, guess what I just did? Or guess what I just found out? Or, hey, by the way, you know, since you're using that, you could do this. And that is the passion that you need to have. It is growing in popularity. It's growing in the need. It is changing our business idea. It is changing our business world. It is changing how we approach the idea. We're not stuck in that box anymore. We're sitting there and understanding we need to change our market in order to benefit our market. So with that, you need to make your money slow at first. You've got to sit there and worry about how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, how much effort you're going to put into it, how much research have you done? Do you know the ins and outs of the commission, of their benefits, their bonus package, anything else that you get into? You need to know it front and back before you can sit there and talk to anybody else. I can sit there and tell you until I'm blue in the face about Young Living, but I'm still learning everything. I just got into it not too long ago because I loved aromatherapy so much. I wanted to change my life and my client's life. So I wanted to get into it, and that just, boom, came across my newsfeed. Hey, that might be a good idea. I looked into it. Creating a residual income. That's an income that you don't have to work for. That's a residual income. There's so many different other incomes. I'm not going to get into that. I'll let you do that research. But residual income, you don't have to work for. Later. You have to put in the effort. You have to go and get motivated, but you have to have that residual income coming in to make it work. That's what it is. So the old saying is, the money is the root of all evil. No. Right now, money is the root of paying off your debt, getting away from stress, buying yourself a little happiness. And I can hear people's like, well, money doesn't buy you happiness. Yeah, but it sure does make things a little bit easier, doesn't it? You're worried about what's going on. You've got bills overdue. You have mortgage that you can't pay for. It's either you got to pay for your car, your groceries, or your mortgage. You're having to pick between those. Oh, and don't get me started with me having Crohn's. Don't get me started on, okay, now it's mortgage, car payment, it's medication. Which way do I pay for this month? You've got to sit and realize things are going to get easier, but you've got to be willing to work for it. You've got to be hungry. Les Brown does an amazing motivational video on Are You Hungry? I have written several things that I'm slowly working on and trying to work on my people who join under me for Young Living. It's one of those things where I want you to want this. You have your people who come in and think one thing and then turn around, well, it doesn't work for me. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. I'm telling you that right now. It is one of those things where you've got in and you've got to put your time before you can get the payout, before you can get the paycheck, before you can get that bonus. You've got to put the time in. You got to be self-paid. You got to put the hard work in before you can get that paycheck. You've got to do what you need to do. In our business world now, it is crazy. We're not guaranteed our Social Security anymore. So what are you going to do? Okay, you retire. How are you going to get money? Most of our retired people are the meter and greeters at Walmart, are working at Lowe's part-time, working at Home Depot part-time. They're working at Sam's or BJ's or wherever they need to, part-time jobs. People can't retire anymore. And so you have our older citizens who have worked and labored and thought that now I can relax. They can't. Our economy is killing us. We're drowning in it. Again, middle class, poverty level, not much of a difference. I'm telling you. So that is one of the passionate things that I wanted to talk about, is how our business end is changing. And it all comes around in a circle. With me growing my business, being a massage therapist, I tell people all the time, you need to relax. You need to come in. Let me take care of your stress levels. Let me help you with that. It's all fine and dandy. I can give you that relaxation for an hour, but your mind still goes back to it. You still have to go back to reality. But then again, you're like, oh, wow, I just spent that much money on a massage. Wow, that could have been groceries, or that could have been gas. Wow. See, it's a vicious circle, and you've got to stop that vicious circle. You see so many people who actually live happily, live longer, who have better health, who get regular massages, who get regular other things at spas. You've got to want it. You've got to make the effort. Network marketing is becoming the answer to many, many people's lives nowadays. So you've got to ask yourself, I need to start thinking outside the box. I need to change how I look at business. Don't look at them as we all have negative ideas of the old pyramid schemes and the get-rich-quick schemes. Yeah, they're out there. They're out there. Oh, trust me. Looking at a lot of things, and I have people call me up. Oh, I got a business opportunity for you. As soon as I started my business, I have so many people that get a hold of me via email, Facebook, Instagram. I've got this great thing. It's going to make you money and blah, blah, blah. Nope. Don't tell me that right from the beginning, because I don't want to hear it. Because you know what? You're looking just to make a buck off of me. You're not looking to make my welfare, my life easier. So we have to look at that. We need to look at business in our today's society in a totally different way. So you need to take a good hard look at yourself. Look at your job. Do you really, really love your job? Does it wake you up in every morning and say, yes, this is what I was meant to do. This is what I want to do. Are you waking up with a sick stomach every single day? Is it rotting and festering and causing ulcers and everything else? You having migraines? Are you sick all the time? Are you exhausted? Are you sit there and mentally drained as soon as you wake up? That's the problem. Only you can change it. Don't look at me and just shake your head and say, it's easy for you to say that. I've been there. I've done that. I've been middle class, poverty level. I've been poverty. Had to work my way up. Let me tell you what, it is not fun. It is not easy. There's jobs that gave me migraines. There was jobs that made me sick. There was a job, I think the reason why I have Crohn's to this day. But only you can change it. Only you can sit there and want to change. And everybody's like, well, it's not that easy. I can't just change. I can't. No, it's not that easy. But are you willing to work? Are you hungry for a change? Are you hungry for a difference? Are you willing to pimp yourself out on the street and tell anybody that walks by and look, it changed my life. It can change yours. Are you willing to make the difference? Just wanted to put that out there. I'm extremely passionate about my job. I finally found something as a business owner that I absolutely love what I do. I wake up every morning and just want to get out of bed. I want to make a difference in people's lives. I love what I do. Never in my life did I ever think I'd be doing YouTube videos or be on social media so much that how this idea of wanting to change your life has made a difference in mine. I love what I do. I'm so passionate, and I want that for you as well. So with that said, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or anything, don't hesitate to get a hold of me. If you want it, not public, my email is on there. My Instagram is on there. My Facebook is on there. My Snapchat is on there. Get a hold of me. Ask me those questions. It is not a thing where you sit there and, well, that won't work for me. How do you know? Don't let fear stop you. That right there is the biggest reason people fail. Your own fear holds you back. Your own mind, your own doubt. What do you have to fear? Fear of the unknown? Why are you so afraid of it? Are you afraid that that unknown might be the greatest happiness in your life? Just saying. I'm Dominique with The Healing Tree, holistic care for the body and mind. This is all about business today. So get a hold of me. I want to hear from you. Have a great day.